Okay, Detroit Lions versus Seattle Seahawks. Can't wait to see the crowd. That's the big story for me going into this game. We're just so ready to explode. It's going to be an awesome game. So remember, Seattle has had our number the last 5 years. They've beat us the last 5 matchups, and they've won actually 8 of the last 9 times that the Lions and Seahawks have gotten together. So they're just annoying. They're just so annoying. They just find a way to win, and it's like let's go 2-0. And not only would we go 2-0, but we would go 2-0 against two really good opponents. I think the Seahawks are good. I think they're going to come ready to play, but I just don't think you're going to be able to overcome Ford Field. I was there in 2011 for that first Monday night game with the Bears and the Lions, and it had the same feeling. It just didn't really matter what the Bears did. It's just going to be so hard to overcome the crowd and just really what the Lions are going to bring. But let's take a look, and I'll give you my prediction right at the end of exactly the score and what's going to happen. And let's take a look, and we'll start with the USA Today folks. And it's kind of weird because I like the USA Today. I don't know why I always watch and see what they say, and it's usually pretty good. So let's take a look at it. A couple things, and then I'll get to. Actually, I want to start here. The Seahawks. Here's a question that was posed. Will the Seahawks defense be able to contain the Lions? They had a rough patch last week. The Seahawks second half in their week 1 home loss to the Rams wasn't bad. It was disastrous. They were leading 13-6 at half, and they were outscored 24-0 in the second half. They managed just 1 first down and 12 yards on offense. The defense was not much better. The Rams punted just once and were 11 of 17 on third down. It was the worst home loss the Seahawks endured in 6 years. To add insult to injury, and this is huge right here, they lost both of their tackles in the game, and just from what I'm reading, it doesn't look like they're going to have either one of those guys for the Lions game. So that's absolutely, we'll take it. And by the way, we're not apologizing for anything. We've been through so many things. We've had so many bad lucks. Sweet. Not apologizing for a thing. You can't have your tackles go. Find the next man up. We've been through so many injuries, so many things adversity-wise the Lions have that don't feel sorry for anybody and not apologizing for anything. So let's take a look at what some people are saying about this score. Lions 24, Seahawks 21. I love that one. I think that's going to be about what it is. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's an NFL game. It's going to come down to the wire, but I think the Lions are going to prevail. Tyler Dragon, 25-20. The Lions haven't started 2-0 since 2017, but Detroit is going to ride the momentum from last week's huge win. The atmosphere in Motown will be rocking on this one, and there's some real optimism surrounding this year's Lions. And that's the big key for me is like, oh, there's real optimism. It's not optimism anymore when you can go out and start 2-0. It's like we're 2-0, right? Like, so you keep thinking, what's going to happen? Are they going to be able to play with the Chiefs? Beat the Chiefs. Okay, all right. Beat the Seahawks. Now you're 2-0, and the schedule lightens a little bit when you have the Falcons and then the Packers the next 2 weeks. And I would love to see the Lions just get off to a great start. So again, I'm going to tell you my predictions here in just a second, but Victoria Hernandez, 27-20. The Seahawks are hurting with a slew of injuries. Love it. Meanwhile, Dan Campbell and company are riding high off their upset of the Super Bowl champs. Absolutely. And we only have Taylor Decker, who probably, it's my guess, won't play, but that's okay because it's not a serious thing where he's going to be out multiple weeks, but just the way he didn't practice on Wednesday, we'll see what happens on Thursday. Mendoza says Lions 33, Seahawks 23. Love that. The Lions haven't beat the Seahawks since Russell Wilson's first year in the NFL, 2012. And remember they had that punch-out game in the wild card against, Cam Chancellor punched the ball out. That was one of the most devastating losses. No, so never forget that. Never forget the Seahawks are just a pain in our butts. These guys, oh my gosh. So it's all about the Lions. Everyone's picking the Lions. I'd like it. And if we weren't going to just absolutely bring the energy that we've never seen before, I'm concerned about this game just because the Seahawks are going to be fighting for their lives. They're coming across West Coast to East Coast, and this is a huge game, and they'll be up for it. And so if you're a betting person, it's Lions by 5, I think is the line. If you're a betting person, this is absolutely where you take the points with Seattle because everyone in their minds like, oh, the Lions are great, Seattle's terrible. It's a new week. It's all brand new. I think the Seahawks are going to play us really tough. And if we weren't home, it'd be very difficult to beat them. But I think the Lions win 30-20. And I think it's comfortable at the end. So this is a game where, look, that's my homer bias probably coming through a little bit. If it's real, it's I bet it's gonna be closer to like 28-25 or something like that. But I think 30-20, that sounds good. I want to just say that out loud so that maybe it happens. Because if you were watching the live stream, I predicted the Brian Branch interception. I know. So I'm just thinking if I say things out loud, maybe it'll just come true. I don't know. I'm wearing my hat backwards more too, just because I'm feeling like CJ Gardner-Johnson. You just got to be confident. That guy, by the way, that guy's nuts. And just what we needed, seriously, to just be like, we're not messing around anymore. And he believes it. And I think it's great for the organization. I think it's great for just the fans. I mean, we love it, right? Give it to us. We haven't just been able to really cheer and get behind a Lions team in a long time since, was it the 2011, 2012 kind of in there? But even that, do you remember how every time we kind of got right there, we'd have a devastating home loss to was it the Steelers the one year where we kept kicking field goals and then we went for it, then we didn't get it, then they hit a 95-yard pass. Oh my gosh. There's been one thing after another where it's like every time the Lions really want to get into the game or the fans really want to support the team or really think we have something crazy happens and we lose. And then, we lose 2 in a row, so whatever. So let me know your predictions in the comments. Let me know your predictions in the comments. I think this is going to be just an awesome game because I think Seattle's going to give a real game and we're going to need the crowd and we're going to absolutely need something to go right. And we're going to have to make plays. This is not an easy team and they're a playoff team last year. They added really good pieces. Devin Witherspoon's supposed to play. So we got to go, right? We have to, man, if we can start 2-0 and then play Atlanta. Yeah, the Falcons, week 3. Okay. Take that game all day long. And then you go to Green Bay while it's still kind of nice out. It's not freezing cold. Go play Green Bay. Now, 4-0. That's what we've been asking for forever. Is like, what if we got off to a hot start? Wouldn't that be nice? So Lions have an opportunity to do it. 4-0 is what I think we can do. And then you just kind of reset, look at the next quarter of the season and see where we have to be. But I think 4-0 is a real goal. And that's why not? And just keep stacking wins together. This is incredible. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, predictions in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.